Okay.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Solon Chamber of Commerce, Solon Women in Business Community Marketing Program. We're glad you're here. We have an exciting program. We have 18 people here so far. We've got 5 or 6 more RSVPs, so we'll give them 30 seconds to a minute to get in, and then we'll make them feel bad if they come in after that. We'll call them out for being late. So welcome, everybody. Hang tight for 30 seconds to a minute, and we will go ahead and get started. So once again, welcome everybody to the Solon Chamber of Commerce, Solon Women in Business Community Marketing Program. Super excited to have a bunch of folks presenting today from Barre3, Club Pilates, Spa Lavender, and VIO Med Spa, who have done some awesome collaboration over the past year. And now we're heading into what the world looks like over the next 6 months. So one thing we know for sure is collaboration is key. So we're going to go ahead and get the program started. Today's slides can be found at solonchamber.com/slides. We'll ask if anyone has any questions. You can send it to one of the hosts, which are Kaylin and I, and we'll make sure to get it to the right person for asking at the appropriate time. So welcome, everybody. So just a quick thank you to some of the folks that have really stepped up in it from a tiered dues investment standpoint to allow us to do the things we do for our members, to our civic investors, Swage, Lock, and Wrap Tight, to our key investors, Aflac, Masnick, Raskin and Ryder, and Nestle. And then the next page is too many for me to name, but here is those that all of these folks have committed $1,000 or more to the Solon Chamber from an investment standpoint to deliver our content and programming and resources for members. So a huge shout out to them for their continued support of the Chamber, and looking forward to a great year with them and each of you. So Chyanne, I'm putting you right on the spot right away because we're going to get right to it. So you are first up. I will do my best to advance to the next slide when appropriate. If I went too quick, you can say back up, or next slide if I'm going too slow. So take it away.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. I am Chyanne Perry. I'm the owner of Spa Lavender, where we relax and rejuvenate everyone. If you need to relax, this is the place to be. We've been around for 5 years, and we specialize in deep tissue relaxation massages, facials, full body waxing, and eyelash extensions. We could go to the next slide. So pretty much, I've been a licensed massage therapist for 13 years, an esthetician for about 5 years, and I'll just go straight into the benefits of the massage. It has so many benefits, massage. My goal is to touch every soul that there is that needs massage therapy. Everybody needs massage, but it helps to reduce stiffness, helps to improve immune system. Wonderful for stress management. Right now, the mental illness is on its highest, just dealing with this pandemic. So massage serve as, benefit for anyone suffering from any type of mental illness. It helps eliminate toxins, reduce the stress, pain, fatigue, swelling, and tension in the muscles, and increase mood, helps improve concentration, any type of decrease in circulation. Massage will definitely help increase circulation. So for people that need to improve with circulatory issues, massage is key. It also helps thus to improve mobility and also to improve immune function, as I already stated. That's a picture of me doing the massage with Michaela there. We go to the next slide. Oh, actually the video of me massaging Michaela. So our skincare line consists of skin scripts. They're amazing. They're quality products. They're very gentle, good for all different skin conditions, anti-aging, acne, oily, dry. Right now, we've actually been very busy just with clients having breakouts from wearing the mask. So we have special products to help target just the irritations just from wearing the mask. Skin Scripts is very amazing. They have chemical peels that we offer. We have enzyme boosters, great products. On the Instagram page, we do a lot of before and afters. So at some point, if anyone want to hop over and just see some of the work, definitely you can go online and check out those before and after flicks. Next slide, Tom. So these are all of the services, again, that we do offer. In addition to just regular massage, we do offer prenatal reflexology, hot stones, couples massages. Couples massages are pretty popular, especially nowadays. Couples wanting just to get out of the house and get some relaxation together. The facials and different facials is like, again, chemical peels. We do high frequency microcurrents, which is facelifting. We do diamond peel. Diamond peel is a newer version of microdermabrasion. It's less invasive, less abrasive for the skin. Results are amazing. Eyelash extensions, waxing. We do soft, hard, and sugar waxing. Sugar waxing is more natural. So most people can actually tolerate the sugar waxing. So we're excited about that. And then there's a few more on the board. You can see there, we do enhanced therapies. Our number one is our lavender foot scrubs, lavender aromatherapy. These are all upgrades to most of our services that clients can add on. We do body brushing, and the body brushing is for skin exfoliating. DP therapy, good for chronic pain. We do back scrubs as well. And we also offer a deluxe lavender foot scrub, which is basically feet, legs, and up to the knees. Okay, we could go to the next slide, Tom. And so for the past year, our organization has been very challenging for us. Just finding good employees, people that actually, wanted to work. We lost a lot of our employees after COVID. A lot of them, for whatever reasons, didn't come back. So we're kind of on a hunt to rebuild our team. And also just with dealing with that issue, creating just a new safe working environment for staff and also customers. It has really been challenging, but easy at some point. We just keep our lobby area pretty clear. Do COVID screenings. Everyone knows they wear their mask. I actually kind of like the idea of wearing a mask. Never thought about it before because I work so close with customers. I actually like the idea of wearing a mask. I'll probably continue on wearing a mask even once this is over and uplifted. So this has pretty much been, it has been very challenging, just finding new ways to market ourselves. There has still been a ton of customers that have not come back because, of the fear of with the COVID. So just being able to market and be able to get people comfortable. We've done a lot of marketing and networking with Vicki over at Barre3. She's amazing. So we have collaborated with her on a couple of different things that we've done. We've done just giveaways where we've done like for the spa, and she's done some, I guess, class giveaways. We actually went live over at Spa Lavender. We did an actual service. We did a diamond peel on Vicki, which was amazing. She actually loved that. We actually jumped over to Barre3 and offered some chair massages to some of her actual clients that were receiving services over at Barre3 doing an actual class. So it's been actually fun doing some of this networking and, marketing with fellow Solon Chamber members, as well as Paint Nail Bar. We actually just did an event with them last week. So that's been pretty exciting to do these type things. it's been a nonstop ever since then, advertising with Vicki and some of the other young ladies, like I say, over at Barre3. We've even done some things with MRI management solutions here in Solon. I know they're not advertised here today, but we've done a few things with them. My advice would be to get creative on how, you know, we can network with different businesses. It's amazing at what we can do. Until Vicki called me, I never even thought about doing some of the things that we did, like, you know, kind of hopping over at Spa Lavender and us going over there. I never really thought about it, just kind of so caught up in trying to be able to, you know, offer business and stay in business. So it's just been pretty unique to be able to do these different marketing events. So I would recommend reaching out via social media and asking would they be interested. Paint Nail Bar, they actually reached out to me, which was so crazy because I was thinking about reaching out to them. They reached out to me. So we, you know, just, it's so simple. Just reach out, social media, inbox is so easy. You know, type up, hey, this is what we're trying to do. We've came up with this idea. Would you be interested? So my tips and tricks for reaching more people on social media are just to engage more with our followers, hop on a lot of local business pages, engaging with their audience, like even Soul and Chamber. We've been able to pick up a few occupational wellness clients, which are local businesses in the area, just by hopping over to different platforms and just inboxing them and asking them would they be interested, you know, in coming over to the spa and receiving relaxation massages. So that's been working pretty well for us. So other than that, that's about it. That wraps it up for me. Is there any questions?
Thanks, Chyanne. I will let you know if we get any questions in the chat, and we will, I'm going to turn it over to Vicki right now.
Hi, everybody. So Chyanne, shameless plug, you are like really good for my ego. That was, if you're having a bad day, I'm just going to call you. So my name is Vicki Giancola. I am the owner of Barre3 in Solon. We have been open 5 years. And, you know, when Tom and Kaylin called and said, would you be willing to speak and be honest about, you know, what was it like owning a small business during the pandemic? Everybody was like, you know, it was hard. It was this. I was like, I cried and drank every night for like a month. So that's reality. And we're all living through it in some way. So that is the truth. But through it all, we all made it through together. There are some amazing women. There are amazing women on here right now that I have been privileged and honored to not only work with, but call friends, and a few that are coming up that I'm working with soon. So thank you for that. So if you're not familiar with Barre3, everybody has a really bad stigma of what bar is. They think we wear tutus and do ballet all day, and that's not it. We are a total body balanced workout. We combine strength conditioning, cardio, and mindfulness. My favorite part about Barre3 is you can adapt every workout to how your body is feeling for the day. So my youngest client is 14, my oldest client is 81, and we all get what we need out of one class. So it's more like personal training in a group fitness setting. So and the top picture that is us pivoting. We shut our doors and we went right to live stream. We weren't allowed to be in the studio for a while. We did it from our own home, but now we are a hybrid. We live stream every one of our classes. So wherever people feel comfortable with right now, I know some people still are not doing much or going out. And we're seeing an uptick, obviously, with the vaccinations coming out and being widely accessible. So honestly, 2020, what it felt like for everybody, heavy sadness. I love these pictures because it was a roller coaster. There were days that I was really happy to kind of stay connected with my community and my team. And there were days that, like I said, I curled up in a ball and cried. But I think through it all, for me, at least, obviously from my experience, there was a sense of peace and connection. And really kind of adjusting and adapting to what my everyday life was prior to, March 2020. It was crazy. as I could probably attest to every single female on here that is a small business owner, you are running around like a hamster wheel, chasing your own tail. And you put people in the right place to help you, but you still feel like you're just being spread really thin. So for me, it kind of made me dial back and realize what was important and what I really needed to do moving forward. Like I said, it gave us a sense of peace with my team. My team was really loyal. I was very blessed, and they all stayed on. Only 2 I lost, which was pretty impressive because their whole lives have changed. My instructors did not sign up to teach on a camera and pretty much be critiqued, right? So that was really different. And connection, I knew connecting, staying present with my team, my community, and local businesses, because if anybody was in the same boat, it was all of us. So, you know, my friend next door who's on here coming up next from VIO and Orange Theory, I mean, we would walk and talk every day. Like we would go next door and talk every day, and like it was heavy, but it was staying connected and realizing you're not doing this alone was what really helped us get through. You can go to the next slide. Okay, so, well, Chyanne, there's our picture of you doing the diamond peel. So community collaboration has always been very important to me. I do not consider Orange Theory a competitor of mine. We complement each other. I do not consider Title Boxing or Club Pilates a competitor. They're all partners, and there's enough fitness to go around. So from day one, when I opened my studio, we have memberships, and what I wanted to do was offer some type of member perk. So think of like if you're going to join a large gym, and it's the gym that has the tennis court and the swimming pool, and one that doesn't. You may not use the tennis court and the swimming pool, but it's a perk that you have that is added into your membership. So I was trying to figure out what can I do to collaborate with local businesses to empower them to maybe to new people that never knew they were around, and all different. So here is a list of my current local businesses that we work with, and they all provide some type of discount. And it could be, you know, it could be one and done. It could be 10% off any service anytime they go. So these are the ones locally that we partner with currently. And for us, it's just worked really well. First of all, I love to meet new people, and I think that's been huge. And we do. When push comes to shove, when I get those emails coming back to me like, hey, would you be willing to donate? Hey, can we hop on Instagram together? I'm always a yes. Because like I said, we are stronger together, and the only way we're going to pick each other up is if we support one another and help each other out. And I know a lot of my members, I can speak from experience. My members haven't heard of some of these people. So it was really kind of nice to have them be able to utilize, you know, paint. And when they first came in, Chyanne did speak. The Grateful Gifts giveaway, I reached out to, gosh, Chyanne, there was what, 20 of us that we did for Thanksgiving, knowing that Christmas or holidays or Hanukkah or wherever was right around the corner, that money was an issue for a lot of families and a lot of people, and they wanted to give gifts. So we gave away, I think like, I don't know, like $2,000 worth of gift cards to one person. And all they had to do is follow us on, tag each other, like each other's posts, and follow us. And they were all separate gift cards. So that was just something we wanted to give back. And so that was kind of fun that we did. You can go to the next slide. My tips for collaboration: ask. The worst somebody's going to say is no. I mean, that's the worst they're going to say. And unlikely is anybody going to say no. I would say make a connection with them, whether you call or email or text. Like I said, I've been very fortunate. I did that from the beginning, because some of us, such as Orange Theory, myself, Title Boxing, we all kind of opened around the same time, within like a year of each other. So we were all in the same boat. So we kind of connected like really quickly together. Make sure they align with your core values, whatever your company core values are. So I just know, like, there are we did have a bunch of member perks originally that I had to get rid of. I was doing all the marketing. Nothing was coming on their end. It was all my clients going. So I just make sure they align with you, because you're there to help each other and make sure so it's mutually beneficial. Not that you expect anything anytime you do anything, but it is nice when you have somebody else that is there to support you. make sure you both share on social media, that you are tagging each other, that whether you're putting on your Instagram stories. I'm in a different boat. My clientele doesn't love social media. I have a couple of clients, I think, on here right now, and they're probably laughing. They don't love it. So for me, it's a way to get new followers that have never heard of us that maybe come in, and vice versa. Like that's why I do the member perks, that maybe my clients who've never heard it will start and supporting other local businesses. Always follow up and follow through and just say thank you. It goes a long way. It doesn't have to be a handwritten note. It could be a text. It could be anything. Just be thankful, because, you know, it's, like I said, we are here to help each other, and we're always willing to help. You can go to the next slide. Social media, the best advice I can tell you, make it personal. So obviously I'm part of a franchise. I'm independently owned. So we have a corporate office that does post stuff. And if I share those things, I just realize there's not a very high engagement. But when I do it personally, whether it's myself or my team or my clients, and share stories, the engagement's crazy. Like all those live Instagram feeds, like at the time, maybe not a lot of people will jump on live. Like when Chyanne did they did my diamond peel, oh my God, which was amazing. Totally recommended, by the way. It was awesome. Like not a lot, like maybe 20 people were on at the time, but we had over like 700 views of that video. So that was really, I mean, that's a lot. That's really great for where we are located. Do interactive, you know, whether it's a giveaway or, hey, tag a friend and send us their email and we'll follow up with something. Do a takeover. Let your clients take over one day. Let, you know, whoever your top members or your clients are in your studio or in your business, let them take over Instagram for a day. And show them a day in the life of why they love what you do, why they come and they support you. Spotlight clients. And like I said, contest giveaways kind of go hand in hand. You can go to the next slide. So one thing I want to say is this: I truly love my major. My major was math. My minor was marketing and advertising, which is crazy. So I love to market and I love to support, especially women-owned businesses. And we are very blessed to have a ton in Solon. And as I looked even at my member perk, I didn't do it on purpose. 90% of the ones I have are all female owned. And so just reach out. That's all you have to do. And just ask and connect, or just go support yourself. Maybe if you're not sure, we kindly ask, especially just hop in and see what they're all about. And you'll never know what you might start to love and come into something new. So yeah. So, and I think Lindsey's next. And so my shameless plug for Club Pilates, I actually have a client that is getting trained to be a trainer there. So I'm so pumped for you guys, she's amazing. But also I am working on marketing with a bunch of local fitness studios in Solon and Chagrin Falls and Bainbridge in May to do a Solon fitness passport. So, and they are on there as well. So there's my shameless plug for them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lindsey. I'm the general manager over at Club Pilates here in Solon. We opened back in the summer of 2018, and we offer group reformer Pilates classes. So for those of you who don't know what Pilates is, it's a low impact workout that really kind of takes the pressure off of your joints by using a piece of equipment called a reformer bed. So yes, you get to lay down during your workout sometimes. It's spring loaded, it uses your own resistance to move, and it's really great for kind of just strengthening you from the inside out. It has a focus on core strength, flexibility, posture, and balance. It really kind of helps to build long, lean muscles, helps with overall toning. We have some cardio-based classes that can kind of get your heart rate up, as well as some slower paced stretching classes. And we also offer multiple levels that will help fit your own personal needs. And you'll never take the same class twice. We use lots of other types of equipment besides just the reformer, including TRX bands. We have a springboard, the Bosu ball, the bar. So sometimes we will incorporate a little bit of bar movements into our classes as well. And we offer free 30-minute intro classes for people in the community to come and try us out. And obviously we have had to adapt a lot during the pandemic. One of the many things that kind of made us unique even before this is that our classes are very small. We only can accommodate up to 12 people per class. Everybody has their own station with their own equipment that is sanitized between each class. We've also already been 6 feet apart. All of our stations are actually 6 feet 3 inches from headrest to headrest. So even before the pandemic, we were kind of in a good place with that. But we do require that members wear their masks during their workouts, which I'm sure, as you guys all know, people, give pushback on that. That's been one of the harder things to adapt to during the pandemic. We also cut down our class times. They used to be 55 to an hour long, but we cut them down now to 45 minutes instead, to kind of just allow for extra cleaning between classes, and to make sure that the previous class has completely exited before the next class comes in, just trying to limit that cross traffic so that there's no more than 14 people total in the studio. So if it was a full class with 12 people plus the instructor and one salesperson. We also have kind of pivoted to offering some virtual classes. We do 3 live Zoom classes a week for those who don't feel comfortable coming back to class yet, but also it's been helpful for those who, even if they are coming for in-person classes, if they're going out of town one week, they can kind of supplement that with the virtual. It's been really hard. We had to close actually the Solon location for 3 months. We shut down at the end of October and we just reopened January 11th. Just due to COVID, we weren't able to keep up. And lots of our members canceled or they went to different locations. We do have a location over in Pinecrest, Sugar and Falls, Hudson, and here. So we had a lot of members kind of go to other studios during that time. And I actually kind of became the GM at a very crucial point where we were reopening, basically starting from scratch. We had about 10 members. We lost a lot of members and a lot of staff as well. So it was really hard to, in addition to kind of learning a new job, also having to build us back up into a successful business. And honestly, I never would have thought that we would able, when the pandemic first started, I never would have thought that we'd be able to still have our in-person classes, but with our amazing team and our, wearing masks, social distancing, and cleaning, we were able to make it happen. And honestly, a big part of our success has been community engagement. We have partnered a couple of highlights. I know they're not on the call right now, but some chamber members that we have partnered with is Heritage Coffee. So we had them actually come to our studio during Valentine's Day weekend and give out samples of their coffee. So it was kind of, functioned as a member appreciation event, because our members that have stuck with us during this time, as well as our new members, it's been hard. So it was kind of nice to give them something after class to have some coffee samples. They brought some truffles, but it was also a good way for them to get their name out there and kind of get some more business, because they actually just opened, I believe a couple of months ago. So it kind of, worked both ways. And also we partnered with Paint Nail Bar. We went to their salon and we set up a pop-up table to kind of spread the word about Club Pilates, let people know that we're back open and that we're safe. Some of those key languaging points for people, especially coming back to a fitness setting, might be a little bit hesitant because of the pandemic. So kind of, spreading the word about what we're doing to be safe during this time and let them know about some of our specials that we have going on. And then, we were able to get some leads for Club Pilates, but then the following week, it was really fun. They actually brought over some of their manicurists to our studio, and we did free 20-minute manicures for our members. So again, that was kind of a member appreciation event, but at the same time, they were able to get business because they also are a newer business in the area. Something else that I really liked that we're probably going to bring back is we did a bingo, kind of like a game of bingo for our members. And we asked a bunch of Solon businesses to donate a gift card or, a free sample or a t-shirt to a prize basket. And we created a bingo card for our members that would include various challenges, including, post something on social media or refer a friend, stuff like that, that would kind of help us to grow our business. And then the prize, one person would win a prize basket filled with items that were, so graciously donated from businesses around Solon. We had like some free smoothie coupons from Pulp. I think Paint Nail Bar donated a free pedicure coupon, same with Salon Alvarez. So they donated these things, and in turn this incentivized our members to participate, but then also spread the word about them. Hopefully getting them some new clients that might not have previously visited them or heard about them before. So I feel like all of these events kind of had two common goals. First being to boost people's spirits, you know, especially our member spirits during this time. I think it's great to have member appreciation events, and it helps with member retention for those of you that, you know, are a member-based company, but also obviously to help other small businesses during this time. A lot of businesses that we did partner with, you know, had common goals, as Vicki was mentioning. They have a focus on people who, you know, want to better themselves, take care of themselves, health and wellness based, so similar values, but also, you know, it really has definitely helped with the cross promotions on social media. We were able to connect via social media and kind of planned everything through email. I've met a lot of great people through that. I would say that my main kind of tip is to not be afraid to reach out. I know it can kind of seem intimidating at first, but one day I actually kind of just got in my car and drove around to a bunch of businesses in the Solon area, got out, gave them my business card, introduced myself. And I think one of the main things is, you know, to keep in mind is to express interest in them first and foremost, instead of just coming in there and being like, this is what we do. This is what, you know, I want from you guys. Express interest, especially if you know, haven't really heard lots about them before. Kind of ask them questions and say, how has the pandemic been for you guys? And kind of relate to them on that level. Stress the importance that this collaboration will help both of us. So it's not just kind of like a one-sided thing. Like, we want to help you, and in return, you would be helping us. So it is a reciprocated relationship. And, you know, I definitely think that's one of the most important things in my experience, just from reaching out to different businesses, to make sure they know that we're in this together for sure. Some tips for social media. I have on there using hashtags, boomerangs, and emojis, kind of some eye-catching things on the posts. Also, it's really important. It kind of might be, you know, obvious, but have your staff and your family and your friends follow your social media accounts, comment on it. I sometimes will even comment on my own posts and like my own posts from like a personal account, because it boosts the algorithm. And, you know, members like to see you engaging with the posts, especially if it's a video of a class and they're in the class. You'd be like, oh, great job. You guys, you know, you guys did great today. They like to see that kind of stuff, and it helps them engage more. A couple of other things that I don't have on there. I find it helpful to kind of gather content beforehand. You know, set aside a day or two to just gather everything and then schedule it out. Facebook actually has, you know, a scheduling tool so that you don't have to worry about what you're going to post each day. So that's been super helpful to kind of create a consistent posting schedule and vary the different types of posts. So sometimes we'll do a testimonial where we kind of interview one of our members, especially those that joined during the pandemic, and kind of ask how their experience has been and why they would recommend Pilates to a friend. We like to do new member spotlights as well as staff spotlights, you know, keeping our staff engaged and letting them know how much they mean to us during this time, especially the ones that have stuck with us throughout this, as well as the newer ones that have joined, kind of spotlighting them, saying some fun facts about them, and making them feel important. Like Vicki said, we try not to use the corporate stock photos. We find that there is a lot more engagement when we post actual things that are happening in the studio. So, you know, like I said, like a new member who just joined, who's just took 25 classes, or just a video of a super fun class, so people can see what it actually looks like in the studio and see some familiar faces, and, you know, start to form those connections. So yeah, that's pretty much how this past year has been for us. I don't think I have another slide on there, but yeah. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I have my email and my phone number on there, but, you know, overall, it definitely has not been easy, but I think it's been really transformative. It's pushed us to be more creative in our approach, our marketing approach, as well as what we do in the studio day to day. And I think, you know, as hard as it's been, we definitely have come a long way, and I'm happy to hear that some of the other, you know, ladies on here have been doing well as well. So hopefully we'll get to work together in the future. And I will pass it over to VIO Med Spa.
Hi guys, I'm Hetal. I feel like I know a bunch of people that's already on this call too. So yeah, if you guys don't know what VIO Med Spa is, or haven't heard of us, we're basically a medical spa. We offer medical grade facials, Botox fillers, some body contouring. We do medical grade skincare as well. We, along with everybody else, kind of went through a tough past year too. We had projected to open in March, end of March. And we started our hiring process and our build out and everything back in November, December, and, started hiring people back in January and February. And the tough part is we got the word we were all going to have that mandated shutdown in March. And we were projecting to open at that, I think it was like a week and a half or 2 weeks after that. So, in the midst of construction and everything, it was a little tough, but I can definitely say we were also one of the more fortunate ones that everybody we had hired prior to the COVID closures, we retained, and they were all really excited to kind of help get this business back on its feet. Plan for a grand opening. We had a grand opening back in July. So it was all kind of similar stories with everybody in that sense. I think, as Vicki was mentioning earlier, we literally would walk in together and we would see our cars parked next to each other, and we would like talk about what the day was going to bring, how yesterday went. And it was so great to have somebody literally as a neighbor. And again, not a competitor of any sort. I also own the Orange Theory across the street, and we would talk about how the gyms were doing, how this was happening, and how can we bounce ideas back and forth with one another, and keep it respectful for people who just didn't feel comfortable coming in. So it was great having somebody to kind of rely on, and just the chamber's been really helpful. The city's been really helpful. I think just overall, the Solon community really came together in that way. Some things that we've done with collaborations, kind of everybody has been mentioning them, is the social media giveaways, just word of mouth as well, has been really helping, like sending your managers out to the field and taking classes, or trying out a coffee shop that just opened up or whatnot, and being able to have that word of mouth transpire to your own members. And, when you have a cup of coffee that's from Heritage and, somebody's like, oh, I've been wanting to go try that coffee out. Like, how is that place? So it's kind of just that business to business collaboration, even between managers and employees, working on special offers for clients. I mean, some of these people really stuck through with supporting us during probably the worst times for all of us. So figuring out ways to create special offers for them. Employee perks as well was a big one that we worked on. How do we really give back to our employees? And they're the ones who are talking about these other local businesses the most, right? So like, I know my girls go to paint right next door all the time, and they'll get their nails done. And when somebody asks them when they're walking in, hey, where'd you get your nails done? Those are really cute. And it's really such a great referral source. So having those employee perks for them at any business is very beneficial, especially because they're the ones who are talking to our clients the most. Collecting and connecting and planning collaborations, really, it was just making the introductions, getting to know anybody. I think everybody mentioned it on this call. Literally just pick up the phone and call, or stop in and see what we're all about. And it's kind of what Vicki said earlier, just ask, because at the end of the day, the worst you're going to get is a no, or, hey, that doesn't work for us, or because of my corporate or franchise standards, I can't do this. However, this is something I can do. And so just having those conversations and just reaching out, I think that's something that we can all benefit from. Some of the results and feedback that I can probably say with social media that I've encountered recently, or in the past couple of months, was, and I don't know if anybody else felt this as well too, we did really well with like people tagging, and somebody would take a selfie of themselves outside the door saying, hey, I'm coming in for my facial today. And there are still a lot of people who do that. Same thing with Orange Theory, like took my class today, today was my 500th class, whatever it could have been. Some of the struggles we started seeing though early on was a lot of people were happy to be back, and they really believed on everything we did as a whole, and as a franchise, and all of our COVID protocols and everything like that. But we still saw some hesitance of members really promoting on social media, only because they didn't, not necessarily for themselves, they didn't want to put themselves in a bad position saying, hey, you're still out in the open, or you're still going here, or you're still going there. So we did see a lot of like setback with that, but I'm starting to see that we're on the mend now. A lot of that engagement on social media is starting to pick back up. I've noticed it on a lot of everybody's pages as well, that we follow. So, those taggings and things like that, I would probably say didn't work so well 6 months ago, but it is starting to work a lot better now. I kind of already mentioned anybody who's kind of looking for connections in the community and stuff, just reach out. Even thinking outside of the box, I know Vicki reached out for that fitness passport, and I think it's a great idea. So all of the fitness places can do that. I also think, now the summers are approaching, and I think more than ever, if all owners and businesses can set up a time to jump on a call and figure out when can we do a fun, creative outdoor event together. And, we set up booths, kind of like, I know Solon hosts like a Solon home days, but if we could get somebody's approval at like a landlord's approval to do something, outside, can we host a day's or a weekend's worth of outdoor classes, but like give complimentary facials and, just kind of think outside of the box of what we could do, get some complimentary coffees or do giveaways there, get the kids involved. I mean, I think we could probably think a little bit outside of the box, especially as the summer months approach for us. So I think this is kind of like the biggest time to capitalize on that. And then some of the social media tips and tricks that we've kind of worked with, and everybody was kind of mentioning the same thing, engaging the post, sharing, tagging. Yes, corporate, the stock images don't kind of get as much feedback. We've been doing really well here at VIO with before and afters. People love seeing that. They love to relate to individual people, and they can really say, hey, you know what, that person got that result. I want something of a similar, similar procedure or whatever we offer, what they had received, and getting that. So that's been really great. Something else that we just implemented this year is having the right person on our team who's really excited about social media and marketing and promoting them within. So, giving them a 90-day trial period to make sure they fulfill the expectations and the roles and the responsibilities of the position. But social media is so huge. And if you get somebody who's so excited about it, and quite frankly, they're really good at it. I have a marketing intern here at VIO that honestly, kind of how Lindsey said, getting all of the posts ready to go prior, and having everything pre-posted or having everything ready to go. We kind of make sure that it's all approved, but she's passionate about this and she knows everything there is to know about Instagram and Facebook and the TikTok and, every social media account you can kind of think of, that we might not think of. So, having somebody on your team, or I'm being really honest with you, from your members, I bet you could probably find somebody who is a niece or a daughter or a friend or someone who is really excited about marketing and social media. So going to your members and going to the source, and the way we found this person specifically was it was a member's daughter who was really excited about this. So, finding the key people through that, and promoting within is really, really great. And giving them those extra roles and responsibilities, because they're really our team is really invested in our business and growing them in a time like this. So really going through that is huge. If you guys outside of that additionally have any other questions, or just want to collaborate or grab a coffee or something, please reach out. There's my number. My email's on there as well. If you guys have anything else, again, even just to vent, like Vicki and I are always venting about random things together. So if you just want to pick up the call and vent about something, I'm always here for that too.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. And hopefully my sound is not chapped
It's a little choppy.
Little chappy. So I'm gonna let Kaylin close the slides out. But thank you to everybody for presenting. Certainly, if folks have any questions, we can get those answered now. Being in the middle of nowhere in Virginia is giving me an unstable Wi-Fi connection. So Vicki, I apologize for the slideshow fiasco. Take it away, Kaylin.
Okay, well, it looks like we're all set. Feel free to send any questions in the chat if you have them, or unmute yourself to do some last minute networking and get to know each other on the call. The recording will also be available this afternoon if you'd like to share it with any of your friends, family, clients. And if not, we'll close it out.
Thank you, everybody. Really great advice. Really appreciate it. And just great job all around. And we're so happy that we have these wonderful businesses in Solon. Very proud of all of you.
Thanks, Angie.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a nice day.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.